Now let's turn now to the latest on Russia's war on Ukraine, and Russian-backed separatists are reporting a major significant advance in their push to take complete control of the eastern province of Lysychansk, one half of Ukraine's industrial heartland, the Donbass. Reporter Sergio Almas is in Kyiv with more. Sergio, good to see you. Walk us through what the Russian and Ukrainian forces are saying in this vital battle for control.
Well, what we're hearing from Russian-backed separatists, they claim they have cut off the city of Lysychansk. This is the city that Ukrainians have withdrawn to after losing Severodonetsk. Severodonetsk was kind of where they wanted to fight. It was kind of their chosen Alamo. It's not strategically important for Ukraine, but it's away from a lot of other areas, and both sides have been taking massive casualties there. But again, it was their chosen ground to fight in that area. They were pushed out of the region into Lysychansk. They have been being close to being encircled for a few weeks now, but the Russian armed forces haven't been able to encircle Lysychansk. What we're hearing today is they claim they have encircled that city, which would be a major blow for Ukraine. Again, President Zelensky said the heart of the fate of the Donbass was being decided there. But what we're hearing from Ukrainian officials is that it's not true, that they continue to have communication supply lines with their forces in Lysychansk. So both sides saying that they have cut it off, but Ukraine maintaining that it has not. Strategically, at the moment, Russian armed forces are still pounding away in that area, gaining ground, though it is costing a lot of soldiers on both sides, and they are pounding away at Kharkiv, and what many fear it could be a second offensive there.
Okay, let's turn further west, and more attacks reported today in the city near the Black Sea. It's just along the coast from Odessa, which took a major hit yesterday. What does this say about Russia's latest strategy in that region?
That's right. About 14 people injured in Mykolaiv region, as the Russian armed forces have been shelling Mykolaiv since the start of the invasion. Yesterday, we heard that a missile attack against an apartment, residential complex in Odessa, killing 21. Just this past week, we saw a missile attack in Kremenchuk in central Ukraine. There's about 18 killed there, but they're discovering more bodies. I was there through the night, and you could smell the bodies in the rubble. This is part of an ongoing series of attacks. This month it has stepped up, according to some latest analysis. The later half of June, about twice as many missile attacks into residential areas as the beginning of June. Around 200 is the current number. Part of that is that Russian armed forces, according to Western analysts and Ukrainian officials, have just been using older stockpiles of missiles. These are less accurate. For example, the one that struck the shopping mall in Kremenchuk has about a 1 kilometer radius, so they might target something and it could land anywhere within that 1 kilometer. The other part of it is that Ukrainian officials say that this is not accidental. That President Zelensky says this is an act of terror. That it is. They're trying to force Ukrainians to the bargaining table by targeting civilians all across the country. And what we've seen this past 2 weeks is here in Kyiv, they struck a kindergarten and an apartment building. And the latest attacks in Odessa and Kremenchuk just show that the Russian armed forces they are guilty of waging total war. They have been striking at civilian targets, not just military targets.
Sergio, we appreciate this update. Stay safe. That's reporter Sergio Almas in Kyiv.